Hi all and welcome to OODS Rail once again. In our last video we talked about what we are going to do with our layout and by expanding it and making it that little bit better and trying to have a plan. Well, as you can see, we've now ripped up all the track yet again because we've tried to do this properly this time and really get a idea of what we're going to do before we start laying track. We've had a big tidy up. What we have is all our tools laid out, some caulk, parts needed, track pins, some rail here. There's more rail downstairs laid out. This is Pico rail, Pico track. We've got Hornby track downstairs, so I'm going to use some of this with the track that I've laid out downstairs, which I'll show you later on in the video. But yeah, we're all getting set. We've cleaned all the baseboards. Probably need a little bit more clean. We're going to keep this gasketing down and use this. I've decided I think it'll be a good idea. I think items will adhere to it and it gives it a good base, smooth base. But we have tidied everything up to get ready to start laying our track. However, what we have to do first is lay some more boards. We've got to lay a board that fits in on the end of here, goes out to that rafter there, comes across there and back to the board. And you'll see again why in a little while once I've shown you the software that I've been using to design the layout. So also we need to put a board in this area here and fill this gap, and that will be our storage yard or our fiddle yard. So it should be looking good. We come over to the corner. I'd like you to just have a look at that. So this here is going to be the platform area, and then we're going to have two loops going off up there, around, back down and back into the platform area. But the outer loop is going to be going on an incline up to the back and around, and we'll have mountains going on as well, or banks, and then it will come along, and as it comes back down here it will decline back level to go back in to the platforms. So there you go. It means I can't run the trains, which I'm not that happy about, and with work being busy I don't know how long it's going to be before I get to that point, but I suppose I can take them downstairs and clean them and make sure they're all running and serviced properly, which will be good fun to do. But yeah, that's the plan. So I'll just quickly log off, and within a split second I'll be downstairs. See you in a minute. Bye bye. Okay, so we've now moved on to the Rail Modeler Pro software that I've used to design my track, design my layout, and do, you know, exactly what I'd like to do up in the loft. It's been quite hard to use the software and get used to it, but once I did, I found it really useful, and it's enabled me to get an idea of the layout, exactly what I want to do with regards to laying the track, and then also what scenes that I want to set and what scenery I want to use. It's to scale. You can set the viewing area size, you can set the board size that you're using individually. I mean, we got a board there, we've got a board there, we've got a board going all the way around here, and we've got another board there. And I know exactly the size that these need to be. So you really get a good feel for whether your layout's going to work before you've actually done it. And then when you move on to laying the track, it's all coded. This is Hornby track that I'm going to use, and if I zoom in, you'll see that it all comes up with the relevant track numbering. So yeah, it's really good, really good, and I've had some fun using this software to get where I want to be with the layout. It's been hard to get used to, I have to say, but once you do, you'll get a good feel for it, and you start expanding on your ideas. If I hit the 3D view, you can see that what it's going to look like. So if I rotate the layout, you can see that I'm going to have an incline. We're going to have two loops. The outer loop's going to come along and travel up a hill and come along around the back here, and then start to decline back down towards the station area, which is going to be here. So yeah, it's good. We're going to have a storage yard or storage depot here, and up here we've got the inner loop, it comes round, and then it can also come round there, and then we've got a complete separate inner loop inside there that's not attached to this outer one that I'll run smaller locos on. I may even decide to leave that as DC, because one thing I haven't said is that I'd like, if I can, to try and make this, while we're doing it from the start, try and make this DCC. But leave that inner loop DC, so any trains, any locos that I've got that I can't really modify over to DCC, they can still run on this inner loop here. So that's the idea. Yeah, so we'll go back to the normal layout, and you can see that. So if I just run through it for you, standing or starting at the station, these are the platforms here, and again I know exactly what sizes they all need to be. So we've got this outer loop first, it comes round, starts to incline just past this level crossing part here. This is a road coming across two level crossings, which I'll talk about in a minute. But it starts to incline, up it goes, comes round the curve, along, back down, declines down and into the station area. And then we've got the inner loop that comes along and doesn't incline, it's on a flat. So we'll have, not decided yet, either hills coming down here, nice like a hillside, or I may make it a bridge. I've seen a recent train fare, model fare, that I may make this like brickwork. So we'll see. And this comes along, and then you've got a tunnel entrance here. Now I may move this tunnel entrance down to here and have one there and one here as well coming across, so we have like a double entrance. But it comes in tunnel area and then out of the tunnel area here, it comes along, back down and back into the station area, which is good. Then well, if we move on the outer loop here and the inner loop, we can connect, we've connected the two so they can join and they can go where they want, the trains. But here we have a depot where we'll be able to store certain locos, so that's quite handy to have. And then when we move on to this inner rail here, it's completely separate. That will loop round. We have just a couple of storage areas here, and that should be it really. So quite a nice layout. Yeah, it's going to take time to do, but that's the fun of this hobby, and it's probably a little bit of money as well. So we'll have to do it steady as we go, and enjoy it as we do. With regards to the theme, where I have a road coming in here across two level crossings, and then there'll be a T-junction. If you turn left, you'll be going towards the manor house with the terrace cottages either side here, trees put about, and then you'll get to the manor house. And this area here will be like a small forest, if you like, with a walk path that will connect the manor house to the church. If you turn right, you come down past the fuel tank and bulk storage depots into the car park for the station, which is here. Or you can carry on past the station, turn left, come past the row of shops here, and leave your car in the car park and go to the pub, get a cab home, which is what we want to be doing. So, not decided what they're going to be able to serve you in the pub yet, but maybe you want to comment on that. What's your best lager? What's your best real ale? Let me know. But the car park will share with, or the pub car park will share with the church. So we'll have a church here, and we'll probably have a little entrance here, and then around the back we'll have the graveyard, and with a little fence, closed fence here, and a gate that allows you to walk through again and sort of traverse through this area. So that's it. Oh, well, I say that's it. There's more up here. We have another station here with a platform, signal box, and then we have the engine shed here, and we can expand on this as we go. But that's the basic form. So once again, I've ripped up, as you've seen in this video earlier, I've ripped up all the track that I thought was the final layout. But no, I've ripped it up because I've never done anything like this before, and this really has helped. And when we went to the Model Railway Fair the weekend, I printed this off. You can print all this off. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant Rail Modeler Pro, I find. Let me know what you think. But I'm able to print this off, take it to the guys at the Model Railway Fair, and say, is this going to work? I mean, as I say, as you know, we're new to this, and I don't know if I'm going to get shorts at certain areas and so on, but they all seem to think that it would. They like the look of it. If you guys out there know that actually there's areas around here that may not work, please let me know. I'm all ears. I'm willing to learn and you know, take your advice on this. So that's what it's about. So next step, I've got to lay this board here, lay this board here, and then start cracking with laying track. I've decided to use the gasketing that we have here, all over here at the moment, and here. I'm going to lay it here and here because I think it's good. I have decided to go for it, so I hope it works. Comment, subscribe if you can, and yeah, onwards and upwards. Thank you very much for watching. Speak to you soon. Bye bye. Back again. Just before I go, I forgot to say, this software, what it enables you to do is, if you go up to parts list here, click on parts list, it will bring up everything that you have used with regards to your trees, your tunnels, and the track. And if there's a part number, it will give you that part number. So as you can see, we have the track here listed down this side, and then it has its number. And then what it does is tell you how many you are going to use with that layout. So you then can start entering in prices in this column, and it'll tell you exactly how much it's going to cost you to do your layout. And I haven't entered these prices in here yet, but what I did do, I did look at to see what I needed after I'd counted all the track that I had. And if you can see here, if I just turn the camera around, you can see all my track is laid out like so. So that gives me exact quantities of what I got, and then on here I can work out what I need and how much it's going to cost me. So really, really good. Class 47 in the background there, that's what I'd show you. Had that mended at the model railway show, and I may do a review on that at another time. But yeah, just thought I'd show you that. I'm going to clean all this track before it gets laid down, and yeah, get cracking. So hope you have enjoyed the video, and yeah, speak to you soon. Have a good evening. Bye bye.